Hey, what's up? Okay, guys, yesterday I was in a really bad car accident and I got rear-ended on the freeway and it freaked me out and my car spun around and I thought, oh my God, I'm going to die. And it was serious and scared the crap out of me. And, 24 hours since then, I've thought to myself, my God, there's so many things I want to do and I haven't done. And I need to do those things and stop being on the fence about sharing things and doing more and just all the things I want to do. Anyway, ADHD thoughts. So I I thought, well, I'm going to die before I tell everybody about my skin and my skincare. So important, right? Yeah, I'm sorry, but there's so many bad things going on in the world right now. I need to distract myself. I honestly just need some distraction. Yesterday was the distraction. So this is me. I am no makeup, no filters, all my glory. I'm purging a little bit. I got some redness and little bumpy bumps, but I'm 56. I will be 57 in May, a little over a month from now. I've always looked really young for my whole entire life. And I didn't even realize how young I looked until I was in my 40s. And when I would tell people how old I was, and then I had grown kids and I have 6 grandchildren and I have, a whole life, and people are thinking I'm in 20. I even had after I got into my accident yesterday, I still went to a job interview that I had, and the man hiring me thought I was 40. I mean, I'm looking my age more now, but I wanted to tell you guys some facts, okay, because we're just inundated with so much as women. It's a $1 billion beauty industry, skincare industry, and we are just so inundated with so much information and products to use, and we're all overdoing it too much. And I'm going to tell you what I did and didn't do, okay? First of all, I am fish belly white, pudgy. When I was a teenager, all my beautiful girlfriends were laying out in the sun. No, not this woman. No. I just didn't feel comfortable. And when I did do it, I was bored out of my gourd and I had to read a book or something. And 10 minutes in, I was like, this is not for me. I'm just never going to be bronze. Girlfriends of mine from high school that did do that religiously, you are. We've already talked about it. Regretting that decision. That baby oil iodine special magical elixir that we all used back then. Yes, I even tried it. No. Okay. So as a Gen Xer, no one ever told us, like, here's the skincare routine. Okay. We didn't know shit. We just knew that, wear a sunscreen. That was one of those things that was starting to become more and more popular. Don't smoke, don't do drugs, don't do alcohol. I was never a smoker. I have a grandparent and all my grandparents died from smoking related illnesses. My dad died of a heart attack at 62 years old, just a few years older than me, because he couldn't quit smoking. Been smoking since he was 12. So there's that. I just didn't like it. And also I couldn't afford to smoke. I would smoke sometimes when my friends and I would go out partying at the club. You got to drink and have a little ciggy, but just wasn't for me. And not to say that I didn't do that, and I'm not shaming anybody who did, because we all have our vices. I know. So, but not smoking, staying out of the sun, I think, are the 2 main factors. The other thing is I have a very round baby face, chubby cheeks. I've always had them. I have really big eyes. I have very wide eyes. I have a very button nose. I used to say when I was younger, I have a moon face because I'm just round. A full lips. I've never had any work done. No Botox, no fillers, nothing. The only thing I have ever done is I started using Retin-A or tretinoin when I was in my very late 40s. Let me tell y'all something. I slept in my makeup every night. Yes, I did. I wore makeup every day from the time I was 12, 13. That might be one of the reasons my skin, I got sort of SPF by proxy, because a lot of foundations back then started using it, but I never even used sunscreen religiously either. Nope, nada. But I did put on, I beat that face. No, I didn't even wear that much makeup. I wore foundation, the eye stuff, and blush, and all the good stuff, we had. But I think this sunscreen and the foundation probably helped a bit, for sure. But girls, ladies, I slept in my makeup. I know, I'm ashamed. I slept in my makeup my whole life. I don't think I actually started really religiously washing my face at night till I was well into my late 30s and early 40s. Yeah, I'm admitting it right here to all the world. So no shame. That's just because I was a single mom, tired, working my ass off. I barely could just get my pajamas on and crawl into bed at night. I would get up every morning and shower. I did that religiously every day, wash my hair, wash my face, like do all the things, but I just couldn't do it at night. I was too tired. I'm still like that. It takes drag me into the bathroom at night to do that. I don't like the sensation of my hands being wet. I didn't realize a lot of that's ADHD stuff too, but that's another story. So anyway, I never washed my face and I didn't do any skincare most of my entire life. I think I did some Clinique lotion back in the day. We'd run to the department store and you'd get your little thingies, but I didn't religiously do anything, nothing. I drank. I'm not a alcoholic by any means, although during the pandemic but I did party a lot in my 20s on the weekends, drank on the weekends. I drank. That's probably the only thing. I never did drugs. I've experimented with some drugs, but I never did drugs religiously. And pretty much just, stayed out of the sun, didn't smoke. I think those are two big factors. And the fact that I just have this really round baby face. I'm very full faced. I also have very thick skin. This is a good determination of how you're going to look when you get older if you have thicker skin. So thicker dermis, you can see that I'm just kind of fleshier. Women that are super slim and thin and have dry skin tend to look a little bit older because their skin is thin. And you need that fat on your face to make your face fill out and smooth out those wrinkles, girls. There's a famous quote, I think it's Catherine Deneuve, who said at one point a woman has to choose between her ass and her face because you can't be both sometimes. The fullness just disappears when you get thinner. And when I get thinner, I will look younger for a bit too because I'm about 10 pounds heavier right now than I was a few months ago because of winter. But it kind of can help keep your face looking a little plumper. So that does help. But the current things that I do now, I'm just letting you guys know. I was going to try to do my makeup while I talk to you, but that failed. So forget that. But the current thing now is I use tretinoin, and I don't use it religiously. I use it probably 2 or 3 times a week when I can remember to do it. But I have been doing that since my late 40s. So I think that's helped a lot. I never really had a lot of wrinkles. I have crow's feet now. My eyelids I've always had hooded eyes and they're kind of, poofy sometimes. I have the 11s kind of starting to show up a little bit more lately because I've been so distressed and sad. And I notice I'm so outraged when I look on the phone every day and see this genocide happening in the world. And so I get all upset about that. And what can I do? But I see this squinchiness going on. So I try to massage that out because it gives me a headache and that helps. The underlying muscles, that's why Botox works so well. It freezes those muscles. But if you can just do some massaging, gua sha, whatever works for you. I don't even do that religiously, y'all. I think a lot of the way I look is hereditary and just keeping my, badly executed skincare has worked for me. And that's it. The only thing I really did, I think in the 30s, the year when I was in my 30s, not the 1930s. I'm not that old. When I was in my 30s, I used L'Oreal had a really good product. It was the microdermabrasion. If you guys remembered, it was in like a silver squeeze tube. That stuff was the shit. And I don't know why they discontinued it, but that's the only exfoliator besides there's a product called The Cure. It's a Japanese product. I freaking love that product. It's about $40 for a bottle. Throw it up here somewhere. And it makes your skin feel like a baby's butt. So tretinoin, I did use some Abaji products, and I can't even tell you what they were. I'll try to list them. But Abaji I did a very simple routine where I just use vitamin C, the Retin-A, and the Abaji extender. It's like you mix it with the Retin-A. And there's also a product they have that has hydroquinone in it, and that helps with. But even that, I did that probably religiously for a couple of years, and I haven't bought it again. What I'm doing right now is I still stick with the Retin-A. I'm using the I'm doing the trifecta. I'm trying that because I didn't really ever use a lot of moisturizers on my face because I have combination skin and it's a little oily. So I didn't really need that. But as I'm getting older, I'm just trying it because I have a lot of rosacea sometimes, and I get the purgy breakouts from the retin-A here and there. It's so wild to me to be 56 and getting a pimple. But that Gold Bond Diabetics, I think her name is Dana Jill. Somebody, she had posted about that from another creator had posted about it. You know, the endless rabbit hole of TikTok. I'm trying that right now. I'm seeing how that does. I don't want my skin to get boggy with moisturizers because that can happen. Another YouTuber that you guys should follow is Melissa55. Excuse me. She's the queen. She's in her 60s, mid 60s now, and she looks phenomenal. She has been using retin-A for 30 or 40 years, and the results speak for themselves. And she's got the whole breakdown of the things that she uses and what works. And I would suggest going to her video because, yeah, I'm not that organized enough to list everything. So, but I'm just here to tell you that you guys don't need to do so much to your skin. You're going to wreck your skin. Just keep it simple, okay? Stay out in the sun. Don't smoke. Don't even vape, for crying out loud. Sunscreen, yes, but you do need some sun. You need a little vitamin D. Just don't wreck your skin by using too many products, and just realize that you look the way you look. We all just have to accept the fact that we look the way we look. I do not have a magic formula here. That's just what's worked for me. I don't even know if you could understand what worked for me. I was kind of all over the place there, but I'm going to do my makeup and show you guys how I look with makeup on. But one more time. I'm getting a little jowly, getting a little turkey neck going on, but I'm 56, so tempting to do my makeup while I talk to you guys some more because I've never filmed a get ready with me ever in my life, and so let's see how I do. I can't see very well without my glasses. I really need to get a prescription. I use my hand. I've always used my hand. I have tried to use brushes and sponges in the past. Problem for me with that is that I can't even barely remember to wash my face, let alone my brushes. So, sorry. I do wash my brushes periodically, but it's one less thing for me to struggle with. Okay, so this is the Neutrogena foundation. I've always worn Classic Ivory. This is Neutrogena Healthy Skin Liquid Makeup. I think that I saw Bethany Frankel had mentioned that this like literally melts into your skin, and it's a really good foundation, you guys. I really like it. I have used a lot of, from very expensive to drugstore brands that are also all owned by the very expensive companies. They're all the same people making the same thing. So just find the one that works best with your skin. Most of you know that a lot of these companies, for example, L'Oreal owns Lancome and many other makeup brands. So do your research on that if the ethics behind the makeup brands are important to you. I'm very fair, but sometimes I get a little peachy and rosy. I like the Classic Ivory because it looks good. It's not too pale. My other favorite foundation, and I've almost finished with this bottle, is the Anastasia Beverly Hills. It is super fair. So in the, I don't remember, this one is 100 Neutral, 100N, and it is so good because I'm very fair, and this doesn't have like a pink or red undertone to it, and it's neutral, so I will wear that too, especially in the wintertime I'll mix the two so I'm not stupid white face, you know. And then I have always had problems committing to being loyal to too many different products because I get bored and I like to change things up. So currently what I'm using for blush, I use the NARS Orgasm, and I also love the Pixie blushes. As I'm getting older, I do like that creamier blush. And I just will swipe a little up here higher on the cheeks. Since I have such rosy cheeks, round cheeks anyway, I'm trying not to get down too far here because it bogs down my face a little bit. So I try to just put a little here on my cheeks just to kind of warm it up. And I'm not going to be doing makeup tutorials for you guys because there's so many people doing this way better than me, obviously. I'm just showing you what I do that keeps my skin looking a little more dewy. I have good eyes, but they're small. I have very small eyes. And I have big brows. So let me just blend here a little bit. Put my glasses back on so I can see. This is the maddening thing now about getting older is you can't see shit. And so I'm contemplating getting contacts, but I kind of like hiding behind my glasses because they make my eyes look bigger because I have small eyes. I have small eyes. My eye area is big. So my brows, I actually got my eyebrows tattooed a few years ago when that was first coming out, and I loved it. But it's faded now. But the thing with my brows is I have very big brows. My husband likes to say that they're aerodynamic. One's higher than the other. But the front part of my brow is sparser than the back brow. I just actually grew all this back out again. I had gotten a little plucky here and I started to look like I was a seagull. So I brush them out. One thing I can recommend for you ladies that are hitting your 40s, I know I saw some dermatologists that said nobody needs to look into a magnifying mirror that closely. I disagree. I have a 10-time magnifying mirror. The thing that helped me the most with that, is, especially because you start losing your eyesight a little bit, is getting in close to see how your pores and flaky skin looks. And if you're using Retin A makes your skin get patchy and scaly. That's part of the process. And sometimes you'll put your makeup on and you can't see how it's sticking to all that patchiness if you haven't exfoliated well enough. So what I'll do sometimes is put my foundation on, see how crappy it looks, and then I'll get in that magnifying mirror and I'll scrub it off with the washcloth, and then I'll reapply product and the foundation. Okay, that has helped a lot with not going out in public with my skin looking like cornflakes. Okay, also my nose, because I have a really oily T-zone, my nose used to have a ton of blackheads, and I'd get really crusty-ish in the corners there. I noticed something since I've been filming this is I sleep on my right side a lot, and that's causing my face to go like this. So you need to get some of them little patches that keep your skin up. All right, so all the things we do, right? So I feel still, even though I like this foundation, that it looks a little peachy on me sometimes. So that's why I like to use the lighter Anastasia mix. There's a whole bunch of good foundations, but I will tell you the Anastasia one and the Neutrogena one is good. And I might start switching to doing just a tinted moisturizer as I'm doing some other skincare. All right, I love all of Benefit's brow products. I'm neutral, okay? My brows are very ashy brown, and a lot of products are too warm or they read really red. So, and I'm sorry, the lighting, and this is not a good video. Lighting's bad. I'm not a pro here. I'm just trying to finish up. But this is actually the shape my brows are. This is funny. I love this Foolproof Brow Powder. I've used it, and I have had it for years. This is how long it's lasting. But even though something lasts forever, I get bored. And I just bought this Unbelievabrow from L'Oreal. And you see how ashy it is? This is the key for me to making my brows look as natural as possible. So I'll just put a little, this is where that magnifying mirror really helps, because I can see everything in that. And so I'm going to go in and just kind of do how I do. And Q-tips, oh my God. I always just make sure I clean up. And there's my brow. Yeah, so the tattooed brow, I love that, but it was $400 to get that done, and I just can't justify that. So, and I still did this anyway, even after my brows were tattooed, to define them more. And the problem was, there wasn't a problem. I loved waking up and not having to do my brows. I feel like I don't look like myself unless my brows are done. And that is because I have such a round face, and the brows really create such definition in my face and frame my eyes so much better. And just that and some mascara, and I'm good to go. But my generation and you millennials love your eyeshadow. Even though I hear from The younger ones that's old now. We don't want foundation. Pry it! No, makeup, eyebrows, pry it from my dead hands. I will forever wear it, but I'm pragmatic and logical, and I do realize that there are certain things that date you, that make you look older. I'm an artist and a creative person, and as an artist, I understand visuals, okay? And that's the super important thing. So the brows I'm talking to, I've never done this while I was talking to anyone. So the brows, I just had a horrible thought that none of that was recording. It's recording. I did good. Okay, so you can see now I've got foundation, blush, brows. Bad lighting, I know, but that's what we're at. Okay, so the brows are done, and you can see automatically how that just helped frame my face. I have tried contouring. I just think it only looks good on camera. I do have a product. I love Pixies, Pixie by Petra. I love anything that company has made has been good for me. So I don't know what's going on in this pan. It looks horrendous, but this color is kind of a neutrally bronze, but a few years ago, or a neutral, is this a contour or bronze? I don't even know. Shape and Shadow Natural Contour Powder. This one I got in I don't even know what it was, in a FabFitFun or whatever, or one of those, monthlies. This Take Home Bronze was like the perfect, I actually used it down to pan, which is really rare for me. That one was good too. But if you're going with a full round face like mine, and you can see, I could get really a lot of product going on here. I have to just be really careful. And if I do it, I just right on the cheekbone, slightly under. I have learned that from a few TikTokers. Thank you, ladies. Y'all have changed my life. But you can see it already kind of is it gets a little built up there. And you're not supposed to put powder over creamy products. Usually I powder that first, but I didn't. I forgot. But if I do anything, I will contour just this part of my face, because my face is heavy. The lower part of my face is heavy. The top part is small. I have a smaller forehead. And I'll just kind of go in like here. Again, I'm not a pro. There's a thing I've been doing lately. Y'all, I don't know where it is. Hold on. Just one second. Let me find it. Okay, I'm back. There's a thing I'm doing lately where I experiment with, that brow looks so good. I'm experimenting with using products for other products, or for other uses. And so this is the NYX. It's the Lingerie XXL, and it's actually for your lips. But this makes a great contour if you're a neutral girl and you don't want to be too warm. But what I like to do is just put a little bit on my eye, and I figure if it's good enough for my mouth and my body's going to ingest it anyway, it can't be that bad. I don't get it into my eyeball. I just get it on the skin. And it's just the prettiest kind of warmish neutral, if that makes sense. I don't know how to explain that. It's kind of a cocoa-y color. It's very pretty, and I'll just do that. Okay, that's really pretty. You can also use it for contouring. Like I said, I don't do a lot of contouring because I have so much real estate here that I feel like I would just be carving for days. So I just don't even bother. I don't even care anymore. I'm 56. What do you want? So, okay, so I'm doing a little bit over here. And I really like this because it sort of smells chocolatey, which is fragrance, which normally my skin does not like, but on my eyes, it doesn't seem to bother it. Okay, that's one thing I do for a little eyeshadow. You can see, and I wear glasses every day, so I have to be careful not to overdo it too much. There's another product. It was just a rando that I got from, and I could have been more organized about this. I'll see if I can find it in a minute. But anyway, I have a whole lot of makeup palettes. I got them all. So when I'm going more warm toned, I like this Pixie, it's Duty Time palette. And I have very amber eyes. So when my hair is redder, I'm going to show you guys this because it's just too pretty. Since I did a little bit warmer. It's this color. It reminds me of the Laura Mercier color called Cognac. That color is one of my all-time favorite eyeshadow colors I've ever used in my life. I'm just going to put a tiny bit under my eyes. This is a really pretty coppery metallic color. And it kind of helps pick up my eyes are kind of an ambery brown. It's the only warm thing besides I have my hair pulls really red when when I'm coloring my hair more red toned. It's just a pretty color. So I just put a little bit on there. This for today. Tomorrow will be a whole nother thing. And I'm realizing I look very shadowed. Let's see if I can get it better. If you guys like this video, I might try to do some more of these. But so here I am. Just foundation, a little cheek color, a little contour, a little eyeshadow, my eyebrows done. And I didn't ever do the whole eyeliner thing a lot when I was younger. Because that takes time to get it right. And I didn't ever have time in the morning. But I do that now. And let me flip my mirror around so I can get that magnifying glass going here. I'm telling you guys, get yourself that magnifying glass. The reason why is you can see, like, if you got patchy anywhere, you can see debris that's fallen on your face that gets stuck in your around. You can just see everything. And it's scary to see all those pores and stuff. Let's get in here. I just do a little, my favorite eye product ever, because my eyes with allergies, they get really watery. And this is the NYX Epic Wear. Best liquid that I've tried with my watery, baggy, hooded eyes. It works really well. And I've done all the different shapes. I'm mastering them a little bit. So you see, I put the eyeshadow on first. I don't always do the eyeshadow first, but I did. Sometimes I don't know if I want to do the eyeliner. But I just go like 3/4 of my eye and I just drag it out. My grandmother was a beautician in Texas back in the day. And she would draw 2 eyelashes. So she would do a line. I'll see if I can show you guys. I used to be so self-conscious about recreating that until now in the makeup world, everybody just has like so many things that they do to their eyeliner and stuff. So I love you guys. Y'all are so great. Y'all youngins are doing your thing. She would create like 2 little eyelashes. I don't always do it really well, but that's just a trick if you guys want to do that. And then I'll go over and do this side. And I just kind of stay at my lash line. And I've done all the eyeliner looks. I just feel like with my eyes, it just keep it a little bit simple. I might go back in and do that. So let's see how that looks. Better light over here. Don't look at my messy room. So yeah, I like it better when it cuts up and goes out, but this is not an eyeliner tutorial. I'm just showing you guys how to do a quick eye makeup. And then my go-to OG, I love it, mascara. I've tried them all. And because I have watery eyes, sorry, I can't do this balance back right here. 1 second. Ooh, I just learned a new trick. What is that? Always. I love the L'Oreal Double Extend mascara. I love all the Benefit mascaras too. I love Better Than Sex. That's probably one of my favorites. But one of the reasons I love this is because eyeliner's going, hello. One of the reasons I love this one is because it's a tube mascara. If you know what that means is when your mascara does not run down your face. When you have really watery eyes or your eyes, you have a lot of allergies, that mascara, you look at, the raccoon look in the end of the day. This is a tube. So you put the white ones on first, the white side on first, and you just, I've never been this close to a camera. And then after you do the black, it's funny, I always have this little red patch there, but it's gone. I think that Gold Bond's working. Hallelujah. So I'm gonna put that on. Yeah, we all do this. I'm going to do that. La, 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 la. Okay. What I love about this is it's a tube. So when you wash your face, it literally slides off in like these little slimy tubes. And you don't have this endless raccoon shit under your eyes, which drives me nuts. The only bad thing about it is when you're in the shower, you really need to rinse your shower curtain and your tub and stuff because those little black squiggles stick to everything. Girl problems. All right. Another product I like is Benefit's Dandelion. So if I think, sometimes I feel like my blush is just too much blush. I got too much blush. So what I'll do is, I'm an old school girl. I love Coty loose powder, although I'm going to stop buying. Oh, I'm sad about all these companies now. I hate everybody's owned by one big corporation, and I'm trying to... I still use powder. Yeah, I'm 56. I still use powder because I have oily skin. I still have oily skin. That's one of the other things that's probably helped my skin look good over the years, that oil production hasn't really ever stopped. And then I'll use a little of the... I do wear lip gloss instead of lipstick. I just like lip glosses better because my lips are always dry. The best lip gloss I ever used in my life was the Napoleon. There's an Australian brand, and he had this beautiful lip gloss. It was like a scarlet color. Oh my God. I would buy it. I think I actually bought the last tube. I found it on a seller on eBay. And never had chapped lips when I used that product. It had like Hawaiian cuckoo nut, cacao nut, whatever. I don't remember what it's called, but he doesn't make that color anymore, and they're shrink down. I don't even know if he's still in business or not, but I'll use that Pixie when I'm doing my makeup upstairs in the house because all my lipsticks and stuff are usually in my purse. There's no filter here. This is my makeup, so not too bad. And then I'll finish with a little bit of that Dandelion. I like it. It's a soft pink. It's taken me a long time to figure out if I'm warm, I'm cool. And the reason is because I tend to be more neutral. Now, somebody can tell me if I'm wrong. You might look at me and say, oh, no, girl. You're warm. But I don't tan very easily. I can tan, but I'll burn. It takes a while, and I cannot tan my legs to save my life. I don't know what it is about my legs. I can tan the upper parts of my legs, but not my lower legs. I like my fair skin, though. And that's, it kind of... I have my mom's fair skin and my dad's dark. So that's it. I have a natural mole here. And sometimes I'll tint it a little bit. Most times I don't. And then I have a scar here from when I was in an accident, from when I was a kid, car accident. Weird. I started this whole thing off with a car accident and ended it with the car accident. But I think overall that looks pretty good. As I'm getting older, I'm learning to kind of go a little bit less with the makeup because makeup can age you quickly, and if the way you do your makeup too ages you, as we know. Okay, so I fixed my eyes there, and another thing I forgot to do or tell you guys about is another Benefit product. It is a little highlighter pencil that they have. I'll get my glasses on, I'll tell you guys what it is. Some of you might already know. You can use it up on your brow bone or not. I like to kind of go for that French girl makeup look, so keeping a little more natural. And I'm just highlighting that top part of my eye. I am a florist, so don't look at my nails. My hands are terrible. Okay, so it's called well, I don't even know if that's what it's called. Creamy Brow Highlighter by Benefit. And it's like a pretty kind of white, pinky, pearlescent sort of look. And then another thing that I like to do with my eyes is I will just I'll do a little black kohl pencil on the rim of the lower eye. And then after I've finished everything, I'll go back over all that with a little smoky black to soften it because I don't like hard lines. And then I look in my magnifying mirror to make sure, because right now I'm looking at you, I just see a blurry face. I have to wear my glasses just to even see how it looks right now. But I will go in and I'll make sure in the mirror to look at my skin and make sure I don't have any like patches or rough spots or areas I didn't blend. Blend. And then I will just finish everything off with a setting spray, if I can remember to do it. And I just redyed my hair back brown. I have gone through a freaking hair journey the last few years. I am really happy with my hair right now. It looks so healthy. That's a whole nother video I'll do for you guys if you like, but just suffice it to say, I decided to go gray. I let my hair grow out gray. I've got two pretty good white stripes right here. During the last 4 or 5 years, I've been growing my hair out, and I went through the whole gamut of colors. When I went gray, it was easy to go from gray to blonde. I've been red a few times. I was red recently, very close to my mother's actual hair color, and it really looks good with my eye color. It makes my eyes pop. But I have very fair skin too, and I liked it, but I felt I didn't look like myself anymore. And there's just, you want to feel good about yourself. I do this for me. I don't do this for my husband, although he appreciates I don't look like a hag, but I do this for me because I want to feel pretty and I want to feel like myself. And I was a brunette most of my life, especially when I was younger. So doing my hair a darker, warmer brown like I used to have makes me feel like myself again. And, before I get older, into my 70s and 80s, where, I just won't even care at that point. But right now I still look pretty decent, and I want to, still feel good about myself. I feel like I had the best visual. And I feel like this also helps make me look a little bit younger. So having this darker hair, darker makeup on my eyes, and my hair, I thought my hair looks so healthy, y'all. I was thinking I was going to have to wear a wig. So that was a whole process, but I learned a lot about taking care of myself and my hair. The hair journey was a bigger deal. All right, that was longer than I thought it was going to be, but I hope you guys liked it. And I really appreciate all the sweet comments about how I look. I never knew that as I got older, I would look younger. And that's been the only upside of being on the little chubby side. So I appreciate your comments. Thank you. All right, so I decided, oh, you want to participate? Y'all have to see my kitty. This Pearl, isn't she pretty? Anyway, came down here because the natural light in the window may be more helpful so you guys can see how the makeup turned out. And listen, I slapped that makeup on, let's be real. So don't come for me for my lack of makeup techniques. I just wanted to kind of show you guys how I looked with makeup on. And I will try to, if you have questions about any of the products or the creators that I follow that I got some good tips from over the years, I'll answer those questions if anyone watches this video. But listen, like I said, I'm not a professional at it, but I do get a lot of comments on the way my skin looks, and I just thought I'd share with you the things I've done over the years. And if you want a more comprehensive video, then let me know and I'll do that in the future. Bye.